Hey guys, it is October 17th, 2010. I'm going to do a quick video on an alternative source of heat. And you know, about 6 years ago, we bought this Blaze King stove and from a friend for about $400. And I know some of you are going, yeah, goodbye. And it was. I mean, because these are probably $800 stoves. And it's in good condition. I didn't have to, but I did replace the fire brick on the inside. So all the innards are good on it. It's a brand new fire brick, and the metal's still good. The side metal is for the fan where it blows, because there's a blower on this also. Comes out these two vents here. And right now it's there's the dampers on the back side of that, to where it'll start pulling in air, and that's what really gets the stove cranking, and it'll actually cook you out of here. You know, you hear of stoves heating up places pretty quick, these wood stoves. And you know, it's a different heat. It's different heat than propane forced air heat. You hear people saying, you know, it's just different. It heats you differently. And you know, forced air will take the chill out of the air, and it'll heat it up in the house, but this will just, I mean, it's like it moves through you. And we were raised on wood heat like this. A couple of the houses that we were in, there was one fireplace in the whole house, and it was made of rock. It was a real fireplace. And that's what heated the house. That massed rock would heat up, and radiant heat would heat the house. And, you know, it was 30 below zero. It went into the back of the room from the living room. It was so thick it went into a bedroom, and that's where my brother and I slept. And we would actually be laying up close to the rocks of the backside of that fireplace, and we were just toasty warm. Anyway, yeah, I would recommend, especially nowadays. I mean, if something happens, you know, you go off the grid or anything, you need a backup source of heat. I would not solely rely on electricity. If that's where you're at, I would get an alternative source. You know, get a cast iron stove. You can burn coal, wood. You get a drip system set up in some of them. But I would definitely, I mean, for where we're at, it's ideally using a cast iron stove, because we have wood all around us. I mean, just go cut down. That's what we're going to do from you know, here in the next 2 months. We're going to cut all the wood down that we need for next year. And if we're still here. But I'm going to pursue that. I'm definitely going to cut down and split and do that just in case. I'm not going to leave myself high and dry. And whoever does purchase the home, then I'll leave the wood for them so that they can have some heat if they choose to get a stove, because this stove is going with me. Because I couldn't replace this for $400. I know I couldn't. Anyway, very nice heat. It's in good condition, like I said, and I would recommend getting an alternative source of heat for sure. And I don't know. We started using it about 2 years ago. Even though we've had it for, you know, almost 6 years, 7 years, the last 2 years is the only years we've actually used it and used wood. Last year it was solely our only source of heat. You know, you get in here at night when it's 20 below outside, and within a half an hour it's pretty toasty in this area, and then it takes, you know, probably another 20 minutes or so to get it in the other areas of the house. We use fans and stuff, but we probably saved $1,500, $2,000 in propane costs last winter because of using this. And some people say, "Oh, that's not much. Just pay the $2,000, flip the switch." Well, if you don't have $2,000, it's a different story. So, very nice heat. Very nice heat. Very highly recommended. You know, it's somewhat of like food storage. You know, a couple generations ago, maybe 3 generations ago, people had food storage. I mean, it was without question. You had food storage. Tough times would come up, you'd have a little extra. And I think of a wood stove being in the same category, because you don't know what, especially nowadays, what times are going to bring you. And so just for not only the beauty of the heat and the ability to heat your own home based on what you have, but in case something happens with the electrical grid and people that are solely relying on electricity, I think might be in a tough situation one day. If that's where you get your electricity and water and everything's run off of that, then I think you need to look for some different types of heat and generating power also. And I am going to do a food storage video, emergency food storage and non-emergency food storage, and kind of a balanced view in that area. So anyway, guys, I'm about to sweat to death here. I'm going to turn this down. This is a saw. My boy found this out on our land probably, he was probably 6, probably 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. The only thing he saw sticking out of the dirt, or the pine needles, was this handle. He said, "Hey Dad, look what I found." It's one of those old saws. I don't know how old it is, but yeah. I've done some logging in this area quite a few years back. Anyway, that's all I had for you guys. Hope you have a good evening. Take care. God bless.